Hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to talk today about a few things that need to be addressed with a Foxbody Mustang or any Foxbody in general. And that would be frame connectors. Even if you have a stock engine and you start making that car hook and you're going drag racing with it, you're going to want to do frame connectors. Because if you don't, you're going to pay the price down the road. This car behind me was in very good shape at one time, and because I decided not to put frame connectors on the vehicle because I had a stock engine in it, now I have quarter panels that are rippled. But I'm very fortunate that the doors do shut okay, because a lot of times your doors will not shut when you've let that go too long. I've seen guys run Mustangs down the track and not address it at all, and they wind up with a car that's all twisted. The floors are buckled and torque boxes. So they call them battle boxes sometimes, the torque boxes. And some of the ones I've seen look like they've been through a battle because they absorbed all that energy. And then you're stuck putting a kit to go over top your stock torque boxes to correct that problem, which is too late once the car is already twisted. But it would be good to get one of them kits and put over your torque boxes before that happens. It's extra strength, and they're weak there. So my point's this: put frame connectors in and a torque box kit. Once you start bolting slicks on that car and going racing with it, it doesn't take long for that to happen. You could make one pass with a pair of slicks with a stock engine, get back from making your pass, open your door, get out, shut the door, and then your door might not shut, and it's because you've stretched that vehicle. So the body will absorb that energy and it'll twist the car. I've seen a lot of people make these mistakes. And like I said, I'm one. More common than you think, fellas. Now, I had the stock engine in this here, and the car was kind of aggressive, and that's with a 330 gear, actually a 327 gear, I believe it was. And it wasn't pretty. Now that picture looks like I'm pulling the wheels off and it's carrying the wheels out, which it did. But you should have heard that body creaking. It was terrible. What was I going to do, let off? It was just twisting that body, creaking that car, and it was like yelling for help. I don't want to see you fellas have problems if you can avoid it. So if you have a Mustang and you're just getting into them, because most of the guys that have these cars know these things, it's common knowledge. But like I said, if you're just getting a little Mustang or a Foxbody and you're saying, I'm going to build one of these cars, throw some tires on it, go down the track, one time could be one time too many. So I want to stop somebody from winding up with what I have here, because I have a car that's stretched, and even though it still works okay, when I look down this vehicle after it used to be perfectly straight practically, except for a couple little tiny spots. I used to love looking down this car with the paint all nice on it, and it was clean, no waves, and now the quarter panel's rippled. So, save yourself some heartache, fellas. If you don't have frame connectors and you have one of these cars, get them in there. I said before, sometimes we won't do things because we can't afford it. But it always comes back to these words. You can't afford not to. I've said that many times in other videos, but it's always true. So, with that, I want to thank you guys for taking time to watch. And I do realize this, guys, on one other note here. Sometimes we don't have a welder and we don't weld. Some people don't know how to weld. So it's an inconvenience for you to have to pay somebody to do that. But now if you do have to pay somebody to weld your frame connectors, you think, yeah, Terry's right, I'm going to have it done. While they're doing that, check out everything else that car needs as far as being welded, because your frame connectors aren't just one thing. Your axle tubes are weak. They need to be fully welded, your axle tubes, and your torque boxes. And if somebody's really good at doing welding, they're going to see other areas that may need to be welded or be addressed. So if the guy sees something that he thinks may need to be welded, then let him do it, because you're only going to help yourself in the long run by reinforcing areas that need to be reinforced. And on a good note, you might pick up a little bit of ET. So that's always a good thing, right? Making it safer, making it better, and maybe making it faster all in one little shot, just because of some welding going on there. One more thing, if you do weld a vehicle yourself, you should always disconnect your battery and put a ground strap on the vehicle. I see so many guys don't do that, and it can burn your electronic ignition out. I know a lot of guys say that doesn't matter, you can just weld, they do it all the time. I hear that over and over again. But back in my day, guys would take time, they'd put a ground strap when they welded something on a vehicle, a chain or whatever it might be. Anyway, guys, thought I'd throw that in there. Have a good day, and I hope this helps somebody. Take care, everybody, and God bless you.